Well, hello, ultra racing fans, and welcome to the 2016 Race Across America and Race Across the West Daily Recap Show. I'm Jarek Wilhelmsen, and I'm sitting here with head official Jim Harms, and we have got a great show for you today, so let's go ahead and check it out. Today, our show is brought to you by Visit Oceanside. Go ahead and check out the website at www.visitoceanside.com. This is a beautiful city, and I recommend you come check it out because it is just fun here. Well, hi, Jim. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You know, to put on a race like the Race Across America or the Race Across the West, it takes a huge team, and that includes officials. And officials aren't out here to just penalize people. They're here for your safety. So could you tell me a little bit about safety?
Well, safety, like Jarek said, safety is the utmost important of our whole reason out here. You know, you're coming here smiling. We want you to end smiling with everything intact. So there's just a few minor things that we always have to look out for, and some key points that I want to hit home for everybody out there who's watching this, and for the teams and racers who might watch this while they're on a rest break.
Well, there you go. Well, as you can see, we are doing live television, so we can hear everything that's going on out there. Now, tell me a little bit about, you're not out there to penalize people.
I don't get paid by the penalty.
Yeah.
So foremost, I don't want to give a penalty. It's a 3-strike, you're out of here type mentality here. We're out here just more or less to educate those riders, especially within the first 24 to 36 hours. We don't want to give anything, actually, but there are times that we have to do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, and it happens more and more towards the end because the riders are getting tired and a little, incoherent, and the crew's getting incoherent, and they're wanting to get this thing done. So, they have those brain lapses every now and then.
Understood completely. Well, I'll tell you what, the Race Across the West is still going on, and our video journalist, Tara Roberts, has been out there giving us great coverage. So I'm going to show you a little B-roll that she captured. So let's go ahead and check that out.
Kiss her, Brian. Oh. I thought she got a prize of some kind. So there you go, some great B-roll from the Rocky Mountain States and our video journalist out there, Tara Roberts. Now, there's a lot of different types of penalties that you can get, but what do you think is the most common infraction that people do?
There's two common things that we see on a regular basis for the most part. One is not parking 5 feet off the road. When they park and stop to support their riders, they got to be 5 feet to the right of that right fog line. And that's just because of safety in the traffic, so that they don't get pinched in between two vehicles. And the more important one is impeding traffic. Holding up 2 or more vehicles for 2 vehicles for 2 minutes, or 5 vehicles, that can land you a very serious penalty.
I see. Well, besides being out on the course, our officials are helping out during the inspection process, and I went down to the inspection lot and got to have a great conversation with one of our teams out there, Team Skipper. They're actually a 4-bike tandem. This is my favorite type of team because there's only 4 bikes, but there's 8 riders. It's a huge team. So I put together a little segment on Team Skipper, and let's go ahead and check that out.
Team Skipper, this is my 15th RAAM. So our team is all about raising money and awareness for Alzheimer's. and share the story of my mom with had Alzheimer's.
Direct him.
He just asked me, hey, will you be interested in joining RAAM this year? And it just kind of started there. We communicated through Facebook, and next thing you know, I'm here. Yeah.
It always costs extra. But you know what?
Over 100 grand worth of bicycles.
So this is my personal vehicle. We scuba dive, we motorcycle, we motocross, we cycle, and this is all modular. It all comes right out. I can tear apart the whole thing under an hour. So it's all bolt together. We added 400 watts of solar panels on the roof with a 6,000 watt inverter with 2 marine batteries to operate all the interior lights and the exterior lights. 3-ton AC unit on the roof that's ducted to each bunk. Each bunk has their own individual heating and air conditioning duct in it with USB port for charging your cell phones, Garmin's, and things like that, along with 110 volts to charge your computers. Every rider has their own bunk, and everything's color-coded to each rider. So everybody has a different mix and a different drink, so everything's color-coded. The boxes, the kits, everything's color-coded. We put in a chem toilet in the back, right around the corner, with a hot shower in the very back, a little mini oven and stovetop, so we can cook in here, a 12-volt freezer, and then a 12-volt refrigerator in the back, in the front, I'm sorry. And then, what else we had? We added an exhaust fan to ventilate, because we are going to be parked a little bit to get rid of, it might get a little sensitive in here to the nose. Little jump seat for riders to sit down when they come in and out.
Very cool. Well done. Thank you very much for
You're
the
welcome.
tour. So there you go. As you can see, there's a lot of interesting teams out here and a lot of really fun people that are going to be out there on the road. And I'll tell you what, that is one cool crew vehicle. I wish I had that just to drive around and go camping and stuff like that. Now, besides logistics of officials and registration, there's a lot of equipment that needs to basically move from the West Coast to the East Coast. So we've got a way of doing that, and I'm going to show you a quick interview that tells you a little bit about that.
Well, these are all the people who've not got enough room in their vehicles to take all their equipment with them, so they pay a small fee, send it all off in the rental truck that we have over there, all the way to Annapolis.
Very good. And is someone just going to drive this truck across the country?
Yeah, that would be me.
Are you going to follow the race while you're doing it, or are you just going to drive straight
Oh
across?
no, I do have to beat the first person home, so if it's a really fast race, it can be a bit of a challenge. I think 2 years ago, last time I did it, I only beat Christoph Strauss, who won it that year, by about 6 or 7 hours.
Well, great. Well, cool. This is a lot of fun. And I imagine this is a lot of work. Do you load this all by yourself, or?
Well, yeah, mostly, yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a bit of help, but it's busy time with the inspections, so don't always get the help that I need.
So as you can see, there's a lot of logistics go on in order to put on a race like this. Now, the race is passing through some really interesting states, some really beautiful parts of the country, like southern Utah and Colorado. In fact, our Media One video journalist, Jen Salazar, passed through Monument Valley and into Colorado, and she put together a little B-roll package for us to check out. So let's see Jen's sights and sounds.
Barely can go that slow, right?
It's in reverse, actually.
What are the tears about? How are you feeling?
Oh, I just can't believe we're doing this. Oh my goodness.
I'm Margaret! Kathy! You're so close to being done. It must just be exhilarating. What's it like?
I'm just overwhelmed. This has been such an incredible couple of days. Wow. I'm so tired too. I think I've had about 15 minutes of sleep in the last 2 days, so I'm going to get back on my bike and do some more.
Are you a mom?
Yes, I have 4 kids.
Sleep deprivation must come easy then.
What do you think?
She gets up in the middle of the night and rides a trainer and does laundry at 2 in the morning. We'll get that aquaphor.
Oh, that's heavenly.
All right, maybe get a quick picture of all of us. Put that in the back.
Can you say RAAM 2016? 1, 2, 3.
RAAM 2016!
Hey, thanks a lot, Jen. It looks like a lot of fun. Let's cut to the race across the West, where we currently have racers crossing the finish line, and our first place solo belongs to Sarah Cooper. So let's go ahead and check out the leaderboard and see where everyone else is at. Here we go. So the race across the West is finishing up, but the race across America is just getting started. In fact, tomorrow, Saturday, we are going to have our team start. And that's going to be broadcast live on Facebook. So make sure to check in at 12 Pacific Standard Time or 3 p.m. race time, which is East Coast time, to watch our team start live on the Facebook. And speaking of social media, you can follow us on several different platforms. So let's go ahead and check that out. For the most up-to-date stats, go to the Ride Farther website and check on the leaderboard link. Or you can see exactly where your favorite racers are by checking out the live tracker. Make sure to follow us on social media. On Facebook, it's Race Across America or Race Across the West. On Twitter, it's at RAAM Races. And on Instagram, it's at Race Across America. So there you go, folks. If you want to follow us, there are several ways that you can do it. And make sure to check in tomorrow for that team start. And in the meantime, we'll see you out there.